I don't believe there's a human being on Earth who doesn't experience periods of depression.
So I just want to warn all of you who are watching, you know more than they know.
Even though I felt low enough to crawl under the door, I couldn't think of a single human being with whom I'd trade places.
This show is a very important lesson in racism. It may make you angry, but no matter how angry you get, I encourage you to please don't turn the channel, because the purpose to see how easy it is to be taught that people of color are not as smart.
And now, a moment for this message. Now, from the time this boy is born, there's only one thing on Earth he can do, and that's to begin to think, act, and talk like the people by whom he's surrounded.
How are black people treated? They don't get anything in this world. Why is that? Because they're different colors.
And I began to wonder, would anyone agree to physically change places with another person, to forget completely his own life and past, family and friends, to lose completely his own personalities, and take on those of another human being?
The whole conditioning process, the whole brainwashing system, the whole social engineering system says that you must teach black people to see the world through the eyes of whites.
I felt like I was a king, like I ruled them.
Somebody asked me, had I been to Africa before? Which was nice of them to ask.
You must accept their values, their superiority, whatever they think and feel.
But I did say that I had been everywhere in the Commonwealth.
Like most children and stuff, I really didn't pay any attention to it. When we walked through the church, Jesus was white, Mary was white, heck, every picture on the wall was white.
And that's why when you see somebody like Colin Powell, somebody running for office, they say, well, you can run for office if you see the things the way we want to see them. If you want to be conservative, you can run for office.
Black Lives Matter movement, it is a political movement, and we stand against that. We do not want to see teachers teaching their pupils about white privilege and inherited racial guilt. And let me be clear, any school which teaches these elements of critical race theory as fact is breaking the law.
And would you take the knee?
No, I wouldn't.
What do you make of one of the findings of this exclusive CNN polling that suggests that a vast majority of black Britons believe your party, the Conservative Party, is institutionally racist?
So my response would be, let's help the Conservative Party be more conservative. Let's give it the confidence to be conservative publicly.
Candace, that word racism is being so overused.
Nobody likes to be looked down upon. Nobody likes to be hated or discriminated against.
We think everything is racist.
We have to battle this culture war.
That needs to be addressed before it goes too far.
Candace Owen, she's the worst. She's the most articulate idiot I've ever seen in my fucking life. She's so articulate, she can tell you how fucking stupid she is.
We're going to be celebrating our 4th year of White History Month.
Because of this, the name Uncle Tom became a derogatory term.
I think it's important for people to know you're not a comedian. And right, what you're saying, this is actually you.
Please, in the future, don't call a black guy who you know is worthless and trifling. Don't call him Uncle Tom. That's complimenting him. Call him his real name, what he's entitled to, and that's a Sambo.
To call someone this was to deeply insult them, implying that they weren't loyal to the people of their own race.
So they say the right things, but their mindset hasn't changed.
Any black person sells his own people out and will do them in, he is a Sambo.
That is a lie. That is not a lie.
Black Americans are suffering as a result because of Black Lives Matter. We got to say all of that by wearing one t-shirt, White Lives Matter.
You really should be ashamed of yourself.
Trying to be like them, trying to do the only thing in the world that's impossible for a human being to do, which is to be like somebody else.
If you continue to present Jesus this way before people of color all over the world, they grow up somehow believing that way down inside, white is better.
We must make one thing clear, that the Jesus of history,
A lot of black folks have been praying to a white Jesus all their lives,
is only a figment of Michelangelo's imagination.
The average white person is as misinformed and miseducated as the average black person.
You're a real live 15-year-old teenager. You should know how you feel.
You think you know how that would feel to be judged by the color of your skin? No, I don't think you'd know how that felt unless you had been through it, would you?
What are your thoughts about this issue?
We are more than ex-slaves. We're from Africa. We have a very rich heritage.
And that a person's identity is his most important possession.
We were the first architects. We built pyramids. We were the first astrologers.
And that's the thing he wouldn't trade. How about it? Is there anyone you'd trade with?